Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name's Matt. This is Roscoe. We got ourselves quarantined up in the shop today, so we thought we'd do a little bit of a different kind of video, and a few people have asked for it, so I figured this would be a good time. I can lump a couple things together here, and we'll talk about that in a second. So growing my channel over the last year and a half has been really cool. The last 6 months has kind of gone pretty wild. It's kind of blown me away. And one of the things I've always seen a lot of bigger channels do, and I kind of hated, was like they'll push all these ads and all these stupid products on you, and it's crap that has nothing to do with what their channel is about. I love the channels, but you know, it's just the commercialism of it, and I think we all kind of hate that, but you know, it's part of life. So one of the cool things that happened as this channel's been growing, I've had a lot of companies reaching out to me wanting to send me stuff or pitch this stuff to you guys and everything, and I hate that idea. I cringe at those ideas, but at the same time, it makes my channel more viable. It makes the effort that I put into it a lot more economically feasible, because I neglect a lot of other things to be doing the YouTube, and I enjoy it, so that's what I want to keep doing. For instance, I had a company that makes antivirus software for their computer talk to me the other day. I'm not interested in advertising for antivirus software because you guys don't watch this channel for computer stuff. If this was a tech channel, sure, maybe we can work something out. But that being said, though, I've found plenty of products on YouTube. There's stuff that I use in this shop all the time, like these metal circular saws that I use, Evolution chop saw. I never knew those existed until I was watching other people on YouTube using them. So I guess if there's something cool that I can share with you guys and you guys actually get some benefit out of it, or maybe it's something you guys could use in your own work or hobbies or daily life, whatever it is, then I guess that's a good thing to share, and it helps me out, could help you out. We all win. The last thing I ever want my channel to turn into is some corporate platform to push meals prepared and shipped to your house, or home security systems or anything like that. Nothing wrong with that stuff. It's just not what we're about here on this channel. So a company reached out to me a couple weeks ago called Olight, and I've heard of them. I'm sure that a lot of you have heard of them. They make some awesome flashlights, and they said, hey, you want to check out this new flashlight we're going to build? And I said, heck yeah. So I got it, I started carrying it, and I found out I actually really like this thing. Okay, so as I said before, a few people have asked for this video before, and it is kind of strange just to think that there's people out there wondering what I carry around in my pockets all day. But I've seen plenty of people do this, and I do find it interesting. I've watched plenty of other people's do it. Cody over at Wrangler Star, I've watched probably 10 of his everyday carries because he's always changing them. But it's just neat to see what different people use for their different things that they do every day. So if you're not interested in this stuff, no hard feelings. Be a video Friday. But anyway, so I guess I'll start with my right side and what I've been carrying now. Always carry first gen Kobalt razor knife. You know, just takes the regular old razor blades. I love carrying a regular razor knife because you don't have to worry about what you're cutting. You don't care, you just throw the blade away, get another one. And I don't care how good you are at sharpening knives. These razor blades are probably sharper. If not anything, they're just thinner so they can cut through stuff easier. So that's been a good knife. My favorite brand of razor knife. I carry that every day. Always carrying GoPro batteries. These are generic ones. I found these ones. I run the Hero 7 Black GoPro. So these, I don't know how the heck you say that name, but I get them off of Amazon. You get a pack of 3 batteries and a charger for like 20 bucks. So how can you argue with that? These ones last pretty good while, because GoPros eat batteries. Yeah, personal item, Carmex, yeah. Get some chapped lips all the time. And in that same pocket now, I have started to carry this Olight. It's their copper model. To my understanding, this one hasn't been released yet. Really super bright light, and we're going to go back to that here in a minute. My left pocket now, I carry a Leatherman Sidekick. I don't know how I ever got along without a Leatherman. I use this thing every single day. Then it's got a knife on it and a saw and some other garbage. The only other thing I use on it usually is a screwdriver. I'll use it actually has a, what do they call this? A 2-dimensional Phillips. But I tell you what, it actually works pretty good. I've gotten a lot of fasteners out with that. And then of course you get a straight blade. And yeah, I don't really use the knife on this except for food. If I'm somewhere and I don't have utensils and I got to cut some food apart, that it looks really grungy, and I'm like embarrassed to say that. But yeah, I cut food with this all the time. I don't care. Cowboy stuff. Anyway, then, you know, wallet. This is I'm gonna cover up all my stuff here. It's a Mutback. I got it off Amazon. It's a nice leather wallet. I've been running this wallet for over 2 years now. It's holding up really good. And then the other thing I carry that a lot of you guys already know about, it's gotten lots of comments on previous videos on, is my pew pew. I'm not going to say the word because YouTube does not like pew pews. But yeah, so there, that's what it is. If you're interested, there's plenty of videos on YouTube about that particular one. So if you want to see more on that, go just search that on YouTube. There's plenty about that. The other thing I wanted to say is I know a lot of you guys like to talk about these kind of things. I'm a big fan of these kind of things, but unfortunately YouTube is not a fan of these kind of things, and it'll really hurt the channel if I do any videos of this kind of stuff. I would love to, but just look at Demolition Ranch. I mean, I don't think he makes a dime off of his channel, and he's got over 1 million subs. So anyway, please don't go having big conversations about the Freedom delivery machine down in the comments, because YouTube frowns upon that. I carry that in this holster here. It's a very minimalist kind of holster. It just goes through your belt loops. It's outside the waistband. I love that. It doesn't look like much, but it really holds it very secure. I mean, I can run with that thing. I've never had an issue. I'm about due for another one though, because I'm wearing it and getting it caught on stuff every once in a while. I've kind of about got this thing tore through, so I need to get another one before such an occurrence happens. But that's how you say the name of that. I don't know how you say it. Bianchi. Anyway, that's all that is. And then I just wear a Ariat leather belt. It's just 1.5 inch plain leather belt. So really, we'll get back to the focal point of this video, which is kind of to give you guys a rundown on this light, which I used to carry flashlights all the time, and I kind of got away from it because, oh, I forgot to mention I carry an iPhone 8. It's just a basic, you know, run-of-the-mill broken home button iPhone. So I used to carry pocket lights because I do a lot of mechanical work, a lot of troubleshooting, that kind of thing. You know, I work heavy equipment, so sometimes, usually, I'm getting there to the equipment before first light. So it's nice to be able to just pull a good light out of your pocket and shine your way up to the machine, so you're not breaking your ankle on some frozen dirt clods or something like that. But me being me, I'm kind of cheap, so I always just go into Walmart and getting the run-of-the-mill $15 garbage LED light, which they're okay, but they never hold up. I don't think I ever had one last more than a month, and you know, they were junk. You just throw them out. So these guys reached out to me and said, hey, you want to try our light out? And I knew these guys, knew of them. I never had any of their stuff because, like I said, I'm kind of cheap. And first to tell you, these are not the cheapest lights out there. But the old saying, you get what you pay for, is definitely true. So this is the 5T EOS in copper by Olight, as I said before. And the first thing that's really cool about this, I've seen on some fancier knives like Benchmades and stuff, you got a double pocket clip, so you can stick it in this way or you can stick it in this way, which is really handy. And I've been using it for stuff, or you can even slide this over the bill of your hat, which is another cool thing. So you can see right there, I mean, you talk about a heck of a headlamp. That sucker's bright for a headlamp. But very durable. You know, I've been carrying it for a couple weeks now, like I said. Not a single issue with it. Same battery they sent it to me with. It's got 2 brightness settings on it, and I'll illustrate those here in a second. But it seems like it's really well made. I mean, it's got nice machine threads on the cap here. They're not all rough and nasty looking like all the aluminum crap you get from Walmart, like I said. Seems like a good stiff spring on the battery retention here. I'm not a battery expert. I don't know really anything if this battery is any good or not. I've never heard of it, but that doesn't mean anything. The body, definitely machined well. It's nice and smooth if you can look down inside the bore there. The board looks really clean. This pocket clip can come off if you're not big on carrying it on your pocket. So you could take this pocket clip off and get it out of the way real easy. and it fits very snug on there. It's nice and tight. The lens seems pretty rigid. You know, I don't recommend driving a nail in with it, but it seems like it would definitely hold up. We'll see. Like I said, I've been running it for a week or so now. No issues. One of the reasons I've never got into some nicer flashlights like this one is because you end up finding a lot of them have like 38 different light mode settings, and you gotta like cycle through all of them, or maybe that's the cheaper ones. I'm not sure, but I've seen flashlights out there where you have to like cycle through 25 different light settings to get to the one you wanted, which is very annoying to me. So this thing only has 2 light settings, which is nice. You don't have to cycle through a bunch of them, and you don't have to cycle through them at all. It's on and off, and then you double click it and it'll give you the high setting. See? So I like that feature a lot, and I also like the button on the end here. That's my preferred placement for a flashlight button. Quick, easy, aim it, no problem. The other thing is copper. I didn't understand why you'd really want a flashlight in copper. I don't know, it's just nice. It's appealing, actually. I kind of thought it was weird when they said it to me, but I've grown to like it. It's just feels good in the hand. It's got a good heft to it. You know, when you get a quality tool or a wrench or something, I don't know, you can just kind of feel the cheap ones in your hand. They just don't feel right. This thing's got just the right heft to it, the right weight. You know, you got it in your hand, you got something to grip to, and it just feels like it's well made, and so far it appears to be. I have no issues with it thus far. So let's go ahead. I'll turn the lights off here, and I can show you how bright this thing is here in the garage, and then we'll check it out later tonight once the sun goes down. So here we go, completely dark in here. There's the low setting, and in the darkness that actually provides a decent amount of light there. There's your bright setting. Tell me that's daylight out of a little flashlight like this. That's impressive for me, and it just takes one AA battery, so that's pretty impressive. That's 300 lumens they're claiming, and it can really light up a room. Let's check back with it here in the dark. Okay, it's nighttime out here. It's very dark. The camera does not do well in low light, so keep that in mind here when you're looking at these comparisons. This is the low light setting, and that illuminates probably about 20 feet, 25, yeah, probably 40 feet in front of me. I can see okay. I know you guys aren't seeing it, but I can see pretty good up to 40 feet with that light. Now here is 300 lumens. Very, very impressive for such a small light. I can probably see 200 feet with this light. Now it's not a super concentrated spot, more of a flood at that distance, but it's impressive nonetheless. Okay, that's the working man's everyday carry. That's all the stuff I carry with me. I hope that wasn't too much of a gimmicky sales pitch for you guys. The last thing you guys need to know is that they are having a flash sale on these lights. I know it's flashlight, haha, get it? Kind of punny. But anyway, that's what they're calling it. They got a flash sale going on the 27th. They're selling these lights for 25% off. So you can click down below. The link is in the description. It's kind of like an affiliate link. It helps the channel out. That's the only way I'm getting any kickback from this, and I don't really care. I just thought it was cool light. I just wanted you guys to check that out. If you guys were interested, cool. If not, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching, guys. Later. The old bag of bones doesn't think I'm very punny. I put out a blanket for him and he lays on the garage floor. Kids.